negotiating deals.
Find me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, stunning in this bitch, everything legit.
I want me a meal to see just how it.
Rebels, ha ha, everything legit with Wise and Pitt. You know it's real if they said it.
You are now listening to Rebels Radio with Wise and Pitt.
Yes, sir, my boy. Yes. Welcome to another episode, man. Everything's legit podcast, man. Checking in live from Rebels Radio. It's your boy Wise checking in.
With your boy Pitt, you already know. Everything legit. Let's go.
Come on, man. We back again. Another episode, another dope episode on the way, my boy. Hey, bro, before we get started, man, what's up with you, bro? How's everything? How you been this week?
Bro, I'm good. I'm cooling, bro. Everything's good. Basketball back. I'm happy. I ain't been this happy in a minute.
Hey, man, came back around quick.
Back quick, too, you know what I'm saying? No off season. I mean, we've almost forgot about that little break that they had, but we're back already.
Yeah, no summer league. I think that was the weirdest thing to me is that there's no summer league. So, like, we don't get to see them young boys get to put in work before the established vets come in and take all the minutes. You know, summer league, them young boys get to run, but preseason basketball back up and running. Yeah, man. Shoot, man.
What's going on, though? You good, though?
Yeah, bro. You know, I ain't gonna complain, dog. Everything is everything. We here on the platform, ready to create, so I ain't gonna complain, man. Hey, but before we get started, bro, shout out to you, bro. Just because, dog, you know what I'm saying? You my dog, bro. Just I'm happy for you, bro. Just wanted to put that out there, bro. Just let you know I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, bro. Just cuz, bro. Just cuz, dog. Just
Okay. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, man. It's been a crazy week, bro. So where you wanna kick this off? How you wanna start this?
I mean, we had a lot of Wayne, news.
Yeah. Well, let's start the crib then before we get into the Wayne. Well, it has to do with Wayne. But just recently, we know the history, the little back and forth between Wayne and Kodak, and it started a lot of controversy. Kodak's comments, and just the things that he's been saying about Wayne. There's been a little rift between them, but Kodak decided to be a bigger person or be a man, and he jumped on Twitter on Lil Wayne's daughter Regine's birthday. He jumped on Twitter and he pretty much threw out two tweets, and it was pretty much, you know, an apology to Wayne and an apology to Regine, and just trying to build a bridge over towards them. He told Wayne, I wish the best for him. He said, don't send Wayne to prison. And then he also said that Wayne inspired him, you know. Then he also said he apologized to Regine, apologized for disturbing her peace. But he apologized to her. How you feel about that? How you feel about Kodak coming at Wayne like that?
I feel like Kodak now is in a place where he is he's been forced to mature. You know what I'm saying? When you can't be out here wilding like everybody else, and you just locked in this box, and every day you look around and you seeing more ignorance coming in, and you know just wild stuff happening in front of you every day. Not that it wasn't happening when he was in the streets, but he had already elevated from that street life. You know, he even had moved all the way out to California, you know what I'm saying, just to get himself away from, you know, that element.
Yeah.
So now he's in this situation where he's stuck, and you kind of have to, like, I've been seeing a lot on social media lately about, you know, black men healing or black men facing pretty much facing their demons or whatever. And I think he's had a lot of time to come face to face with a lot of his issues, you know what I'm saying, his own problems. And I think he looks back on that, like the disrespect towards, Wayne and Reginae, and he probably sees his wrongs in that now. So any amount of any way he can reach out and just, kind of make amends with that, I'm for it, because, you know what I'm saying, that was one of the things that kind of turned me off to Kodak. What was that, like 4 years ago, when he went on live and he was like,
"You talking crazy?"
Yeah, he was talking crazy. Like, tell Wayne, let's get in the ring. I'm gonna knock him out. I'm like,
didn't he say something too about you should have died when you was a baby or something like that? He said something
when you
wild.
shot yourself, you should have died. Like,
yeah, he said something wild. Kodak went on a stretch, bro, where the level of respect that he was showing publicly for a couple of the OGs that we kind of respect, he ain't have it. You know what I'm saying? He had that going on with Lil Wayne. Then the whole thing with him and Master P jumped off. Honestly, the only and then just locally we hearing that the energy between him and Ross ain't, it could be better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Kodak was just on this run where he was just saying whatever. The only real OG kind of respected was Gucci. But he just, like that, a lot of that turned a lot of people off from him. He went at Master P. He went at Wayne. He went at Nipsey after Nipsey died.
Yeah.
He had a stretch where it was like, all right, Kodak, put your phone down, bro. You know what I'm saying? So to hear him come out now and have this change in energy around this time, also supporting Wayne in his case that he got coming up,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good thing to see Kodak react this way. But if I'm being like 100% honest, I still got to take it with like a grain of salt. With like, I hear it, but I still kind of gotta be cautious about it, because we've seen Kodak, when he's forced to sit down, he said the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And in the moment he get that freedom back, he get back on these streets, he back to Kodak, and he's saying whatever, then we all mad at him again, because we like, yo, didn't you just say you was changing, and now you so it's like, all right, you can't put too much stock, too much energy into that, because we've seen this before. So, but hopefully this is a change of attitude for him. He got another year or two to sit down. So hopefully, by the time he jump out, he just like Gucci, one of Gucci's main things is, hey, the feds ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said that. He said straight up. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully Kodak getting that same, realization, and he can get himself straight and get himself, to the position he need to be, because out of these, the crop of the new artists, he top 2, top 3. You know what I'm saying? Anytime Kodak speak, it's going viral. Anytime Kodak move, it's going viral. You know what I'm saying? Anything he wear, like he just got that it factor. He just can't stay he can't stay home long enough to let everything blossom the way it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And at the moment he get to a point where it's like, yo, you getting ready to really, really take off, he get cut off.
Yeah, that's one of the most unfortunate things. Like you said, you can't really take it too seriously, because you know that he's in a situation where he ain't really much else to do but to play the the good guy right now. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? All I can say is shout out to Kodak,
Yeah,
you know,
man. Yeah.
for at least showing,
Yeah.
you know, showing a level of maturity. I ain't got nothing, can't do nothing but, appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Wayne, like you said, bunch of Wayne news. One of the first things that came out was he caught a gun charge on the plane, and now he's facing up to 10 years in prison. Wayne back in the spotlight, back in trouble. Ain't no telling how it happened. On one side of the spectrum, we know he's a hip hop superstar. We know it come with that. We know the hip hop police have been extra alert as of recently.
Yeah.
So ain't no real telling how Wayne got caught up in this situation, but can only hope, for the best. But my biggest issue, man, is like if we take a look at just the recent events of what Wayne got going on, it's kind of like everything adding up to one thing, and it's kind of like you hope that it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Take, for instance, the first thing that came out, Wayne decides to take a photo op and whatever other op with Donald Trump, right? That set the culture up. Everybody was in arms. Everybody like, yo, what you doing? The culture was upset about that. Then it comes out that boom. It was a what's the word? It was an agreement between Wayne and Trump for that moment to happen. It was an exchange between the two of them. Trump got compensated somehow, whether it was the photo op and something else, and Wayne got compensated, and Wayne got compensated, other ways. You know what I'm saying? And then it comes out that, Wayne got in trouble. He facing 10 years, right? So then it's like, okay, 2 and 2 equals 4 all the time, but it's like, all right, you still kind of giving Wayne the benefit of the doubt because that's Wayne. And you're like, all right, hold up. He just met with Trump, had a photo op, did all this, and now it's coming out that he facing time. So you put it in the back of your mind and you're like, all right, that's cool. And then it comes out that he done sold his masters for $100 million.
Yeah.
And not only did Wayne sell his masters, he sold all of Young Money's masters. So anything that Nicki Minaj, Drake, Tiger, Lil Twist, Chanel, all of them, Gutter Gutter, anything they made up under that YM umbrella, he sold all that for the $100 million too. So now it's like, okay, Wayne cashing out. He facing time. Just did a photo op with Trump. It's like, okay. So now in a couple weeks, if it comes out that Wayne charges are lesser than what they're supposed to be, and he facing only probation, he ain't getting no jail time, we gonna know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so you sold the masters to get the money to pay Trump for whatever charges that you got to make sure that it all goes away. All that for a photo opportunity so Trump can do whatever he needs to do to manipulate the people. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest hurt out of everything is Wayne selling his masters. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't $100 million for Lil Wayne and Young Money masters. Is that enough money? Is it?
Hey, that's what he sold it for. You know what I'm saying? he obviously appraised it and said, "Hey, 100 mil, I'll take it." Now the only thing with that is we all know that Wayne is also facing a lawsuit for $20 million from his manager that he fired.
Yep.
But we know that Wayne is from hearing from his artists, I would say he's a pretty loyal dude. Drake is pretty much, said that he's forever thankful and forever loyal to Wayne. Nicki has said that she's forever thankful, forever loyal to Wayne. So I'm pretty sure he gonna look out for them. He gonna look out for, whoever, however. He gonna make sure. And they gonna be straight. I wouldn't worry about that.
Okay, hold up, though. Hold up. Okay.
First of all, are we sure that this is a sale? Like he sold, like the masters have been sold? Because I've been hearing other words thrown around, lease and stuff like that.
Right. So now, okay, that's one side of it. It didn't specify whether or not he sold 100% control of it forever. It didn't say that. So we don't know. But at the same time, to go back to what you said about Drake and Nicki being loyal to him, right? So we heard them screaming that at the beginning of their careers when they were trying to get on, when naturally Wayne, recognizing the talent, was putting them in every position possible to make sure that they were able to get to where they are now. And they're forever thankful for that. They always say, "Yo, Wayne put me on. Wayne opened the door. Wayne put me in position." Like that. That's what their thing was. But if you look back on just the past 5 years, that whole Young Money family ain't really been together. It kind of been just 3 individuals moving. When before it was like a team, it was like, okay, yeah, Young Money is Wayne's team, so they moving like a unit. So anytime that was that force to be reckoned with until they all popped, and now all 3 of them was their own entity. You know what I'm saying? And so now we at a point now where Drake is the biggest artist in hip hop. When the last time we heard a Drake featuring Lil Wayne song? You know what I'm saying? Recently, yeah, they dropped a track, but prior to that, it had been some time. You know what I'm saying? We hadn't even seen Drake. We hadn't seen Drake and Wayne together. We hadn't seen Drake and Nicki together. We ain't seen Wayne and Nicki together. You know what I'm saying? So on the outside looking in, it looked like something was going on between them. You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's one of those things where it's just people growing differently. Nicki was going through her things with, her issues with Meek, and then her new dude, and then marriage and pregnancy. Drake was going through his issues with Meek, and that's what kind of drew the wedge between him and Nicki. And Wayne was still trying to fight his way, trying to get his money from Birdman. So, what I'm saying, everybody was fighting different battles, doing their different things. Drake was constantly finding himself in beef, just like we talked about last week. He let Pusha T bait him. You know what I'm saying? He was doing things that were uncharacteristic to the Cash Money, Young Money brand. And it was just, everybody was just doing different things. Everybody was doing their thing. But I think at the end of it, at the root of it, that connection, especially between those 3, is still and will always be there. Like you hear Nicki on her latest feature
saying they need a play date or whatever.
Talking about it, yeah, they need a play date with Adonis. So I don't think.
So let me ask you a question then. If you are Wayne, if you're a Drake or a Nicki, right, and you sitting on the sidelines, and for years you've been seeing Wayne and Baby go at it, whether it was them personally or their legal teams, but the company of Wayne and the company of Baby going at it about record money, splits, disputes, things like that, right? We've been seeing it for years. It put a split between one of the most iconic labels in hip hop history, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was an obvious split. So for years we seeing this, we witnessing it. It's playing out before us. So now you're Drake. It comes to a conclusion that's favorable for Wayne. He gets pretty much what he's asking for, which is ownership over Wayne. His stuff that he brought to the table, his music, Young Money, anything coming out future, just making sure he's compensated for being Lil Wayne. So now that he has that, we just get through this dispute. The culture is just not celebrating Wayne being free. That was the thing over the summer. Wayne is free. We getting No Ceiling 3. Wayne dropping new music. He's in a better space because musically he's free. And then a couple weeks later, you turn right around, and everything that you was fighting for, you sell it for $100 million. So now, if you Wayne or you Nicki, like, how do you look at that? Because are you telling me that whatever Baby and Universal was doing to Wayne was less than $100 million?
I thought they settled for $51 million.
Okay. He the money, yes, but he also got back his masters. So that 51 mil was just the upfront fee. Long term, you're gonna make whatever back because now you own the royalties and you own your publishing and you own your masters and stuff, right? So now you turn right around and you sell that for $100 million. I don't know if I'm Wayne or Nicki.
Drake.
I'm happy.
Nicki.
I mean Drake or Nicki. I'm happy about that.
I'm sure that Wayne has discussed this with them. You know what I'm saying? And his plan is however it's gonna go, he gonna make sure that they good. I don't know if you can ever be as good as 10 years of royalties, but he gonna make sure they're good. And we gonna, like you said, we gonna definitely find out when it's time for these 10 years. When them 10 years get turned into, 7 years of probation, you know what I'm saying? Then we gonna really know. You know what I'm saying?
This is second offense with a gun. So it's like, hey.
If you remember, when T.I. went to prison for that year and a day, he was supposed to be done. That was supposed to be life for him.
Yeah.
Wayne went for a year.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's in the same trouble.
Oh, yeah.
You do the math, dog. We gonna see.
Hey, listen. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. It's gonna all make sense one way or the other. We're gonna know. And
actually, we might find out a little bit more in a few weeks when Aubrey dropped.
That is, I believe, if I'm not, no, I'm lying. This will be because Dark Lane tapes wasn't under Young Money. It was
on the OVO.
Yeah, it was on the OVO. So this would be his first album out of Young Money. So ain't no telling what he talking about. You're right. It's gonna be an interesting album.
Hey, man.
One of the things that I look forward to when the Drake album coming out It's a track list, and the first thing I look for is there a Wayne feature. That's the first thing I go. That's the first thing I look for on a Drake album. I go on the track list, look at the features. Do I see Wayne name? If I don't see Wayne name, in my mind, I'm like, bro, what's up? Like what's up?
I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
I think everybody be looking for that. Everybody be expecting that. Just like when No Ceilings 3 dropped. Once we heard that Drake, it was like it made things feel better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we find out that he's sold the masters almost 6 months ago. He sold his masters in June.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that, like we said, we're gonna see, and we definitely looking forward to that Aubrey album. But for all we know, dog, they could have some type of Wayne could be signed on the OVO. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be all types of entanglements in that, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. We just gotta let it play out. I know one thing though. I highly doubt Wayne gonna do 10 years. And I'm gonna just that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I highly doubt.
I highly doubt that man do it anytime.
Yeah. And one thing about Wayne is he never looks concerned.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, if we're gonna look at any silver lining between any of this, the cynical side of me is saying that Wayne is a step ahead of everybody because he knew the charges was coming out. So what he did, he put himself in position to be cool with Trump. Sold his masters to make sure his pockets are straight. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff, like we learned about the lawsuit happened in June, and he sold his masters before then. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Wayne was already like, okay, let me do this, let me do that. So it only makes sense that the next time we hear about his charges, he pleaded down and got 18 months probation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I fully expect. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we gonna find out.
Speaking of charges, dog, one thing that I just saw hit yesterday, the rape charges against Mystical were dropped. So
they were dropped?
Yeah, they were dropped. Lack of evidence.
Stop playing.
That's called good money.
And he's still under Cash Money too, or not?
I don't know. He might be, but I'm not sure. They probably dropped him after the charge.
Wow, I can't believe they dropped the charges.
Yeah,
man.
If I'm mystical, I don't know.
I'm hot.
You might not be able to have sex with nobody no more for the rest of his life, dog.
Well, first of all, and either that and he ain't gonna be able to get his hair braided no more by a female. They don't want to braid his hair.
Well, he bald headed now.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah, but this man, like, every time you be around somebody, you getting accused of rape. You just a little overly aggressive, dog. You need to relax.
Yes, yeah. One time it's okay. You keep doing it, like hold up,
man. So you trying to say you didn't do it? Okay.
Shoot,
not
man.
buying it, buddy.
Speaking of people in charges, did you see G Herbo dropped the new track? I can't think of the name of the song, but he dropped a new track talking about the fraud charges that he got, and he also the song is called Statement. And it's called.
I saw the headline.
It's called Statement, and he took a Jay-Z beat. He flipped the Jay-Z beat and was rhyming on it. And I ain't gonna lie, he spit. He on the talking. He on there doing his thing. He proclaimed his innocence. Said ain't no fraud going on. But I think it's dope that to see him drop music and stand in his truth about it. And he ain't letting like public perception take control of it. He stepped out in front of it and putting out dope art. You know what I'm saying? Like the song is dope, the beat is dope. So that was pretty dope. Also too, speaking of a lot of jail news. But Rowdy Rich just came home.
Rowdy Rebel.
Yeah, Rowdy Rebel. One step closer to that Schmurder boy coming home.
Shmoney.
Yeah. And as soon as he jumped out, Young Thug was there. Made sure he laced him, gave him a nice little welcome home package. To me, that is the biggest thing. Just this, my attention is to see how the culture reacts to Rowdy and Bobby. Because I fully expect, or I hope, I want, that they receive the attention, the praise, the spins, the whatever that the likes of somebody who ain't as solid as them gets when they come home. You know what I'm saying? We slow down to see a train wreck, but when solid individuals are around, we kind of push them to the side. You know what I'm saying? But Rowdy and Bobby, two solid dudes, did what they were supposed to do, held it down, and now that they're coming to the end of their, terms, when they come home, all of the showering and welcome home and making sure they good, they deserve that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One thing, bro, these dudes jump out of prison and they just be getting money dumped in their lap. I need to go to prison, dog.
Dude, did you see that video?
Yeah.
He had like 9 or 10 stacks on the car waiting for him.
Bro. You see when T Grizzly brother came home?
Dude, come on, man. Yeah. But hey,
Baby Grizzly came home and went straight to rapping, dog.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? That plays into, even take for instance when 6ix9ine got in trouble.
Who?
Yeah, that dude got in trouble. A lot of the energy that was coming out was, yo, is he even really in trouble? Like, is this really happening? Because there is a, for lack of a better term, jail stimulus package. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like we were talking about when T.I. and Wayne went to jail in the early 2000s. Especially then, they set, not that it was not that it was their fault, but when they jumped out, and they jumped out to even bigger reception than when they was before they went in, it kind of made that, that turn in the industry when it was like, hey, you know what? If you go to jail or if you get shot, you survive, you're going to have a bigger career. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, that and you hear it and you see stuff like this when Rowdy and Grizzly come home and they getting all this, and it's like, okay, you can see labels capitalizing off of that, putting their artists in certain situations and not really caring about their well-being because at the end of it, they see the dollar signs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, man, shout out to Rowdy. Shout out to Bobby, man. That should be some dope news coming soon. So another thing I saw this weekend, 2 academic stories. I don't know which one we should tackle first. Well, Everyday Struggles ending. The last episode aired this week. Did you watch Everyday Struggle? Did you?
Nope.
Nah, you didn't?
Nope.
Did you watch it when Joe Budden was on it?
Yep.
Yeah. Why did you stop watching it when he left?
I don't like academics. I don't like them.
You don't like academics?
I don't at all.
Why
like we talked about this early on, bro. Like he's the type of person that if I knew him, like me and him couldn't be friends. Like I smack him. because he's one of those people who feel like, you know, they're used to saying whatever they want to say and not you know
Suffering the consequences.
being held accountable for it. So couldn't be around me. But you know, whatever. I understand that's his job. His job is to, you know, talk behind a microphone and not actually be seen. So
he is the product of the new generation. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because like you said, they're from the generation of say something behind a computer screen. You ain't really got to see me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
One of the academics, you know, rises to fame was you heard him, but you never saw him. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that besides that, because I did continue to watch it. I didn't watch it as much as I did when Joe was on it, but I did keep watching it. And I did see growth in academics, like on the show. And I do think that everyday struggle was necessary, part of the culture, because you know it was a hip hop daily show. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too many like that. But I don't think that Nadeska, Wayne, and academics was a good mix. You know what I'm saying? They could have found
Yeah.
a better three. But they stay on the air for a long time. So shout out to them, man. Last episode.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who stay on the air for a long time, but they're not really good. That's just, I guess that just comes with, that's just one of those things. Like,
oh man,
people do things for a very long time, and if you
do it long
know,
enough, you
nah,
become the
sometimes even
hero.
if you do it long enough, you can
Yeah.
still be horrible at it. But I mean, it is what it is. That's what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you after a while, people get used to you doing horrible work, so it's more acceptable.
Guy. Gotta cut that man some slack, man. He growing, man. Well, you gonna love this story then. Did you see the interaction between Ak and Meek Mill, 21 Savage, Tory Lanez?
I heard about it. I didn't see it though. I didn't. I heard bits and pieces.
Man, listen. They got Ak on the app in one of them rooms, and they invited Meek Mill, and it was, I think that was the first time, because I think Ak actually said it. That was the first time that him and Meek got to speak like that since the tension between them got to a certain level. And even on that conversation they had in the clubhouse in the room, it was tense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell Meek wasn't rocking with Ak wasn't rocking with Meek. They was throwing jabs at each other. They was they was digging at each other. They was both making good points. 21 Savage was the voice of reasoning, which is crazy to be saying. Like, he was on there like really being like the cooler head. But my biggest issue is this. So last week we talked about Vlad TV going up on there and exposing yourself, talking too much, because you're being recorded, and you go in there and you got diarrhea of the mouth. You start talking, way too much. But this Clubhouse app is an app that, people can go in there and talk. You gotta be invited to talk, right? So, for instance, the 21 Savage room, he had to invite Ak, Meek Mill, Tory Lanez on there to talk. Anybody can go in there and listen, but to talk, you gotta be invited to talk.
Yeah.
But the thing about this Clubhouse app is now, the thing is, people are screen recording the conversations.
Mm-hmm. I'm aware.
And the conversations are leaving the confines of Clubhouse.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. Because what's the difference between jumping on Clubhouse and let's say Meek and Ak going at it, and Meek tell Ak, hey, when I see you, it's on, and something happened to Meek, and now guess what? Somebody done screen recorded everything, heard you say, hey, it's on when I see you. Now now you in trouble. Now everything you said on Clubhouse is coming back to get you. You know, I don't know how you know.
Hey, I feel like anything you do right now in this period of time, if it ain't face to face, verbal, and even then, it's shaky. But if it ain't face to face, verbal, you running that risk. You know what I'm saying? That's just like I seen the baby the other day. He was like, that little vanish junk, make your messages, DMs disappear.
Oh,
He
talking
was like,
about on Instagram.
yeah, he was like, that don't do nothing. Half of these people got 2 phones. They just finna take a picture and keep it moving. So you run that risk with anything. So Clubhouse app ain't no different. I mean, I've gotten screen recorders from Clubhouse app. So you know what I'm saying? And it ain't, it's just one of those things, dog. If I was to be in one of those situations and I'm in a disagreement or a heated discussion with somebody on an app, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even thinking about that. I don't even care. But that's just me. Now, if you somebody like Meek and you say, all right, it's on site when I see you, and then Ak run out, get shot as soon as he walk out of his crib. You know what I'm saying? The last thing they heard is Meek say it's on site when I see you. It is what it is, dog.
Shoot, man. Yeah. It's just a weird time we living in, bro. Like everybody wants to be politically correct and sensitive and all inclusive, and then turn around and do any and everything to expose the wrong in everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, people don't have no sense of, there's nobody's minding their business no more.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like I have to tell my kids that all the time. Like, they constantly with the, oh well, he's doing this. And I'm like, why you even know what he's doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're not doing your own thing.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to do you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue with the world that we live in now. Everybody looking to somebody else or looking at somebody else to see what they're doing so they can say if they right or wrong. And if they right, we're gonna share this, we're gonna retweet this. Ain't like you living by it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see plenty good advice on the internet every day. Do you execute on that? Or do you just retweet it and say and put the 100?
Right. Because everybody a
You know what I'm saying?
philosopher on the internet.
Everybody. It is what it is, though, dog. Like, that's the world we live in. It ain't changing, dog. It's here to stay.
Yeah, dog.
Internet made the world so small.
Tiny, bro. Just it made the world small, man. It made the world small. Made our attention span small.
Yeah.
It just changed everything. And now with this pandemic and everything being forced to be online, we gotta just be careful about the information we take and how much time we spend on this thing, man.
Yeah, it can definitely stunt productivity. It can also be a very productive tool if you use it right.
If you use it correctly.
So it goes both ways. It's
true.
just how you use it.
Yeah, it's true. One of the teams that have been using it the right way, Timbo and Swiss. First of all,
Yeah, let's go ahead and break it.
we had the cancellation of Ashanti versus Keisha Cole because Ashanti Bay caught COVID.
Yeah.
So she had to postpone it. I ain't gonna lie. I was Saturday. I woke up and I was hyped. I was ready. I was like, it's gonna be a good day. Like
I was ready. I was getting stuff done.
Yeah.
Yes, I was out getting stuff done because I wanted everything to be straight.
Yeah. And like I said last week, like that post, and we seen it again this week. But that post versus the pre-versus energy is always one thing. But that you get to that 48, 24-hour window before the verses, everybody hyped. Everybody energy changed. Everybody like by that time, the promotion has been enough. You done had time to sit with it and dig through everybody's catalog, and you realize, oh wait, nah, they dope. Both of them dope.
Yeah.
This gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? But they wound up canceling it. And the consolation prize that we got was the first West Coast battle.
Yeah. The Battle of the Bay.
Battle of the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Too Short versus 40 Water.
40 Water.
40 Water. Too Short. Todd versus Earl.
Why they gotta say it like short?
Come on, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited about this one.
I'm excited too. I'm excited mostly because it's one of those things that I would encourage a lot of those younger artists to tune into. Don't ignore it because you don't understand it. I've heard a lot of people, especially from our region, who don't respect 40 or Short. They don't like the way they spit. You know what I'm saying?
It's that understand. You know what? They suffer from the same thing that the South suffers from. Because it's when the South came out, the slang, the draw was hard to understand it, so you didn't get respect. Them boys, they got their own language. 40 got his own language. 40 is a dictionary.
Yeah. So, and I was really, it's one of the things that I was looking forward to. You know, I guess being here today, I just wanted to put that out there. Like, the young dudes need to be tuned into this. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn a lot. We're gonna learn a lot Saturday. And just like how we don't have no problem understanding the gang culture of Southern California, South Central, you know, Los Angeles, all of that. We don't have a problem understanding the gang culture. We don't have a problem diving into that. But this real Bay Area hip hop culture, we just turning it off. We're not giving that a fair shot. And I feel like once a lot of those young dudes really tap into that, do you know how many different flows and styles these dudes have?
I'm sitting here as you talking. I'm sitting here thinking, like as you talking in my head. I'm sitting here like, yo, they've been out since like 85, 84.
Bro, they've withstood the test of time. 40 and Too Short can drop an album today, and it's gonna go. Like, it's gonna do numbers.
How many artists can say that? Like, just think about E40. E40 last album came out top of this year? I mean,
think so.
It might have came out in the summertime. It might have been like, I gotta look that up. But he had an album this year, and it was funkin'. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was hitting. And for these dudes to be in their 50s, still making relevant music, still able to move the needle, dog. 40 still, like, I was listening to his interview he had the other day on Breakfast Club, and he's never stops being E40, and that's a testament to, like, he's not a caricature. He's a
Yeah.
like that's him. You know what I'm saying? He get up on there and you listen to him and it never seems like he's doing too much. Like even when he's talking just regular stuff and he throw in a word that you kind of like, yo, he just made that up and make you chuckle and make you laugh, but you never say to yourself, dog, when he gonna stop that? You know, like it's never like it's never like, yo, this too much. You always appreciate it.
Yeah. You almost looking forward to it when you hear him, when you start hearing him talk. You're like, all right, well, let's see what he's gonna drop today.
That and this might sound weird, but when it comes to Too Short, just the sound of his voice, like it's an instrument. So like he ain't even gotta be on a track. Like he talk, and it's like, oh no, that's Too Short. Like like there's no denying it. It's like certain people, certain artists that no matter what, the sound of their voice, like Jay-Z said at the beginning of the freestyle, just the sound of his voice is a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like he just gotta talk, and you know, oh nah, this is gonna be a club hit. This is Too Short. We're gonna be able to jam to this, and you know, I don't need to be in the house when I hear this. I need to be outside somewhere at a party. I need to be somewhere where I can jam this. But the Bay Area got so much history, bro. Like just in the hip hop, between the two of them, is so much history in hip hop. Like I'm like we said, like this the battle where I'm looking forward to the stories coming back. Like I'm looking forward to them having, dog. They've been around. When we talk about, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it, bro. We talk about hip hop aging, and we are the first. Me and you, we are the first generation to see hip hop grow. E40 and Too Short are living the growth, right? So we seeing them do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So just to see like hip hop aging the way it is in the two of them, you know what I'm saying? Like them boys gonna have stories from the beginning. Like, hey, we was the only two out here shaking and moving. Like they gonna have stories working with every artist. They gonna have stories working with deceased art legends. Like, bruh, like man.
Snoop, Pop, you know what I'm saying? They can go on and on. Trench,
pillars of West Coast, bro. Like, it's the West Coast. I love West Coast music. Like, I love West Coast music. So like just like this in itself is like, okay, this is dope. The West Coast is finally getting they just dudes. Everything was always just about the South and the East, but if you gonna come from the West and you gonna put the West on the map on this versus thing, this how you gotta go. We had Snoop, but he went against DMX. You know, there was two titans, two legends, but
we were supposed to get Keisha.
Yeah, we were supposed to get Keisha from Oakland. But that didn't happen. But to put the West Coast on the map, now the West Coast is open for business. We can start getting everybody else. Like to me, this is the best pebble to drop in the water for the West. Like, all right, let's do it. Let's get these two legends on there. Get these boys in the same studio together. Get the sauce floating around. Get the stories going. Let their personalities start coming out. It's gonna be a dope battle, bro. I'm hyped, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to it. Just like the last one, Saturday.
Yeah.
By the way, the Keisha Cole and Ashanti will be happening January 9th, right?
Yeah, January 9th.
Yeah, so it's not canceled, it's postponed.
Yep.
We still gonna get that. We still gonna get, y'all still get to meet them on the South Side, all that.
You know what they was saying? There was I saw it was South Side verse what was that Shanti song? I mean the Keisha Cole song. I can't remember the name of the song. Oh, no, it wasn't Keisha Cole. It was what's the better song, South Side or Dilemma?
Yeah, I saw that.
It was like, and they said, I think everybody said, I think the majority I saw was Southside, Because I saw somebody say that the limit gets annoying towards the middle of it. You ready to turn it off?
Yeah, that's true. Like I would choose Southside over the limit.
I think so too. Personally, I would choose Southside because of Lloyd. Like, pause. But I think Lloyd is like one of the most talented dudes. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of just carried that song. But yeah, it's gonna be a dope versus this weekend.
Lloyd was talking crazy in that too. That boy said, "Tell your daddy stop his hating." you tell your 16-year-old girlfriend, tell your daddy stop his hating.
Hey, he was talking greasy in that song. yeah. Lloyd was talking crazy in that song. Tell your daddy. Hey,
yes.
how you start the track like that? He came on. Hey, the first thing he said, tell your daddy stop his hating.
Man, your daddy be hating on me, man. What?
Oh, man. You tell that man stop. You want me to come around again? Tell that man stop.
That was crazy, though.
Yeah,
but yeah, so we got our next, I would assume our next two versus battles, Battle of the Bay this weekend, E40, Too Short.
Yep.
That's going to be a big one.
The first.
Then we got Ashanti, Keisha Cole.
That's probably gonna be the
January
first verses
9th.
of the year. Yep, it's gonna be the first verses of the 2021. Man, a lot of stuff happened. It's gonna be dope. Shout out to Versus, man. Still,
yeah. You seen what they're doing with the merch? They got little commercials happening now.
Dude, they're not playing, bro. Like, I think the merch game elevated off the Jeezy and the Gucci one. Like, that's when they really started to like pushing the merch game. And to me, I think Gucci and Jeezy forced that to happen because them boys is merch kings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they gonna make them merch. So I think again, the South pushing the envelope again and making things happen, elevating just the culture, because now the merch is gonna be a big part of what we see with the verses. As long as if they can get that merch game right for like each verses to where it's like each verses got their own flavor of the merch, bro, they gonna come out on top. They gonna win.
Yeah. So now then they with the little commercials. They got the Steph Curry commercials. You know what I'm saying? Where he hooking up with them. I've been seeing that on social media.
He in one of the versus commercials.
Yeah.
What is he what, like, he just like,
I forgot exactly how it went.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was doing that. That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna send it to you.
That's pretty cool.
But it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But
another thing that I really want to touch on that I wanted to get your opinion on, because I don't know if we're gonna have the same opinion on this. Bigger than music, more culture related news. But Major League Baseball finally is recognizing the Negro League as Major League. So what they're gonna do is all of the stats from the Negro League are gonna count towards Major League now.
I mean, that's definitely a big move. I like it. I like it being included. I've been seeing a lot about this, and I'm kind of torn about it. I'm torn on it because I don't know. It feels like it's something that should have been done. If it was going to get done, it should have been done. And now for it to happen, it's I don't know. It's just we got to see how that go. Like, I understand, like, stats, Negro League stats are going to be counted as, Major League Baseball stats, but We haven't had a Negro League since whenever. So as the game has evolved, players have evolved.
Yeah.
It's kind of like adding sand to a bag of rocks. You know what I'm saying? The sand gonna kind of sift to the bottom. You still gonna see your rocks. You still gonna have your rocks. It's just okay. Now we included the sand with the rocks.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah. Man, I got two thoughts on this. My first thought is MLB may recognize it. I don't see it being accepted. Like
Right.
I can see something happening where like these stats have asterisks next to it or parentheses, disclaimers next to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
League.
Yeah, it's still gonna be some type of separation of these happen in this league. This because they're not gonna allow some of these stats that some of these other players of other hues have to be taken over by another league. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you if someone from the Negro League has done something that would break a record in major leagues, which I'm not sure if that's the case in any of this, but if that was, they're going to say, okay, the record belongs to this person, and it's going to say Negro League.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It ain't going to be like,
MLB record leading. Yeah.
MLB,
It's going to have, it's just like we talked about when it comes to the awards and they have the urban Billboard award. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's going to be. It's going to be, oh yeah, no, this is baseball, but it's the Negro League baseball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to see how, and it's even weird to even think like that because the majority of baseball is minority. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the energy of baseball ain't even the same no more. So you got that, and then my other thought is just my overall thought on this whole thing is, like I said before, that there's profit in playing victim, right? Right now, the biggest way to make money is to align yourself with black culture. Major League Baseball has been around for over 100 years. We are in 2020. We not in 2010. We not in 2000. We not in 1990. We not in 1980. We not even in 1970. You know what I'm saying? We are in 2020. 2020. And a major league sport is just now coming out and saying, oh yeah, by the way, the blacks that played our sport can finally get some type of recognition. And then they put a press release out like there's supposed to be some huge announcement and everybody's supposed to be grateful and this is a big day for baseball. And I'm looking at it like, bro, y'all should have, like you said, like you should have been did this. It's 2020. Like, why are you doing this now? Understanding the climate and what's going on, understanding that, hey, if I want my numbers to get up, if I want my ratings to get up, if I want more, I need to make sure that black people are standing on my side. And just one of the things that we always hear, just even like in the past 10 years, is how baseball is declining in the inner cities, right? And even more so, the product and the viewership and the ratings of baseball have all gone down, right? It's no longer America's favorite pastime, right? And so everything is kind of suffering. And so you got to do something to put some energy back into your business. And so we are in a climate now where everything is black, black, black. And so your position is, oh, you know what? Hey, black people, that league y'all had over there, oh yeah, we accept it now. Come back and watch us.
Well, like I always say, you know, they're gonna find a way to try to give us something and just be like, hey, we rock with y'all. But from over there, like,
yeah, we cool from over
cool.
there.
Yeah, we cool with y'all as long as y'all, you know, stay where you at. Don't come to my neighborhood unless you're invited, and even then you got to go back.
Yeah, and we know that you gonna have to show me. You gonna have to do some convincing to make me believe it ain't true. We know them Negro League sports would elevate a lot of them players over. You know what I'm saying? Like we know. You know what I'm saying? We just know how just athletics and how that whole separation, why it was happening, and like we know, you know what I'm saying? And so just to see this statement come out and them try to be proud about it, it's just another, like you said, it's another way for them to show us, all right, here y'all can have these, you know, crumbs over here.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? We're gonna give y'all some major league stats. You know, wherever you fall in line, that's where you are, man. Like,
and but there aren't many black MLB coaches. Ain't many black MLB stars. You don't market them the right way. You still try to market the white players as if they are the face of your sport, where it ain't even black people the face of baseball. It's the Spanish. They run it. The Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? The Hispanics run it. That's their sport. You know, you should be marketing them. You know, getting that in your pocket, but being tone deaf because you are high and mighty. You know, I don't know what's going on down there, but I see that this year during the election that black people was a hot topic. We need to go ahead and get them on our side. Go ahead and make that announcement about the Negro League. You know, they've been sitting on that announcement for years. They've been had that in their back pocket. At any moment, emergency break glass. This is what we can do. This is what we can do at any moment. If something happens, this is what we can do. This is our emergency break glass right here. We gonna integrate the Negro League. Like, come on, man. Dude, yeah, bro. They'll piss on you and tell you it's raining, bro. But like you said, we're gonna see how this goes. As far as any new music this week, man. What you been tapping into this week?
Definitely that Kid Cudi.
Have you listened to the whole project, the whole Cudi?
No, I got like halfway through it, but I like what I'm hearing. It's dope. This week we got new Jack Boy.
Yes, sir. We got that Jack Boy project.
Love Me While I'm Here.
He had some dope features on there too.
Yeah, I saw that. When I looked at the track list, I was like, yeah, I gotta hear that.
Yeah,
I say he got a lot of Detroit artists on there.
He got a lot of Detroit artists. He got a lot of Detroit producers on there.
Yeah.
I know he got 42 Doug is on there.
Yeah, he got Hell of on there.
Yep. He got Sada Baby, another Detroit artist. Dej Loaf. Yeah, man. Of course, he got that Kodak feature on there.
Yeah.
He got Joel Santana on there. That's an interesting mix. Joel Santana and Jack Boy. He also got Denzel Curry from The Crib. That's gonna be a nice little Broward Dade combo. Man, the track list look pretty solid, bro.
Yeah, it looks solid.
Yeah, track list looks solid. The producers look solid. Features look solid. Jack Boy, once again, holding down Sniper Gang. So you know, you got can't hate on it. You gotta do nothing but support. You know what I'm saying? He holding on the team right now. He is Sniper Gang.
Let's see. I know Eminem dropped Music to Be Murdered by Side B as a kind of surprise project. I haven't listened to it.
They said I did read that in one of the new tracks he dissed Tekashi and he dissed Machine Gun Kelly. So that's supposed to be like the draw to the album that he's talking about them.
I'm looking at it right now. There's a volume 1 and volume 2.
Yeah. That should be dope.
A lot of Royce.
Talking about on the track. Yeah, there's a lot of Royce.
Yeah.
But Royce is his, you know.
Yeah.
That's his energy. What else you been tapped into? Anything from the crib?
I'm trying to think. One thing that I have been neglecting to mention, it keeps slipping my mind like for 3 weeks now. Dude, we met him. He's not from the crib, but he's from Chicago. Tay G.
Yes.
The Takeover.
Yes.
Skin Black.
Yeah. That's a dope record too.
That track right there is it's dope, and it's also another one of those things that's necessary. You need that. You need that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tay is a real. You can hear the influence of you know being born in Chicago. But you can hear the passion of him, you know, being in the South now, and the message behind his words. He a consistent dude too, man. Like he makes sure that he always dropping something, staying relevant.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tay G, man, in that new track.
Yes, sir. Skin Black. The video's out too.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yep, video's out. Speaking of videos being out, AG just dropped 2020 Vision video. I got a chance to check that out. That's a real dope video. Shout out to AG finally dropping that. I also saw too that Earth Gang, my favorite rap group, just dropped a new track with Wale.
Yeah, I saw that.
Options.
And that's gonna be one of the first things I listen to as soon as we get done.
I heard this morning. I ain't gonna lie, it's funky, bro. Well, I'm biased.
Okay.
Earth Gang is my favorite rap group. So you know, I don't hear nothing bad coming from that side. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel the same way about Earth Gang. Like, it's hard. It's hard for me to find anything wrong with anything that they do.
Yeah. And I've been low key stalking their lives lately. They've been in Jamaica working on the album. Matter of fact, I think one of their last lives said the album might be done. So I'm hyped. We're gonna be getting the Earth Gang soon.
Okay then.
That's Dreamville still. Hey, just ticking away, man. I saw this morning too. Speaking of my favorite artists, I saw Big Crit drop. He dropped a single.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the single. But it just dropped today. It's called "'Tis the Season." And it's a new Crit song and album. And of course we know too he got that track with Toby. So
yeah,
Crit
doing this thing,
man.
Bro. Toby got one out with Royce and Black Thought.
Yep.
Father Figure.
Yep. Toby ending the year on a high note. This is my favorite time of year because we gonna start getting the lyricists drop like those end of the year tracks, the year end wrap ups. Like this is my favorite time of year because now we gonna get all that coming to the forefront. We get all the lyricists getting ready to drop. I can't wait to hear Uncle Murder's year end wrap up.
Well, I think that thing gonna be like 45 minutes.
Come on, man! Like this year alone, like we need it. We need that therapy, bro. Like we need that from Uncle Murder. Skills. Dude. It's just my favorite time of year. The end of the year. We get to. It's a time of the year where we sit back and evaluate. Just the best albums, best artists who had the best impact.
Yeah.
So next week we'll get into a little bit of that, our favorites. But just like you said,
week, that's the last.
Yeah. Last week would be
one more.
Last week would be our last episode of the year, man. It'd be a Christmas Eve, December 24th, type thing. It'd be our last podcast of the year, so we get to wrap up the year. Might have something special next week too. So
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it should be a dope episode. But just shout out to everybody from the crib, man, working, putting in that work, man. Shout out to Jet,
as always.
Shout out to Jet Wilson, man, dropping that Rodney. Keeping it in rotation, man. Also too, I saw Savannah drop a new R&B freestyle. So she in her bubble right now. She in her bag. When she get to dropping those tracks that she done made in the living room, she heating up.
When you see, I wrote a song today.
Oh man, when you see that, hey, the song I wrote today, or you see that picture with the mic hanging down, and she in the living room, hey, you
mic
know,
hanging in a random place.
Oh, come on, you know she coming with it, bro. You know she coming with it. The track that she just dropped, is called My Emotions. I was playing that low key, just in the background yesterday. To see how my girl will react to it. I do that a lot. What I'll do is I'll play something and I won't tell her, but I'll just play it in the background to see if it'll catch her attention. And that'll let me know, like, okay, how good the song is. So I just played it, and then I just randomly heard her humming the tune of it, and I was like, okay,
got a caught.
Yeah, she got one. Just too, like I told you the other day, I was in another part of the house, and my middle daughter was in her room, and I heard Lil Baby in the background. Like, I heard Lil Baby. I'm like, who in the house listening to Lil Baby? And it was my middle daughter. So I turned the volume down to what I was listening to, and she was on there for about 30 minutes. Knew every word, every syllable from Lil Baby. So it's like, bro, like, music, undeniable music is undeniable. You make dope music, bro, it's gonna always seep through. You make dope content, it's gonna always come through. You know what I'm saying? If you're consistent with it, if you're passionate about it, if you dope with it, it's gonna always come through, bro. You're always gonna have a way to shine through, man. And that's really what it's about, bro. Just staying consistent, staying positive, staying hungry. When you got artists like Savannah doing that, you got artists like Polo Gutter dropping his new tape, coming next week. Progress and Elevation. When you got artists like that just running around making dope waves, making dope moves, you know, it's a good thing, man. And make it easier for us to do what we do, man, because we see the passion coming from everybody else. So shout out to all the artists in our area, man, that's putting in that work, bro.
Yeah, Gregory Goldwire.
Yes.
The album is dropping. I think top of the year.
Top of the year. Okay.
Yeah, top of the year. I heard some new stuff off of that, and we know you gotta keep in mind
Yep.
classic.
Yep.
Classic and Nova King.
Love for Sale.
Love for Sale.
That's coming real soon. It's coming real soon.
Yeah. Got new visuals dropping.
Yep, there she go.
Yep. That's the one with classic Nova King, Smoot the Madman.
Yep.
Smoot the Madman will also be on Gregory Goldwise's album. So we know he working. He always working.
Yeah.
Gutter Twins dropped a freestyle yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was probably the day before. Or they dropped it like late night. But them boys, what?
It worked. Them boys work, bro.
Bruh. Did you hear the freestyle?
I haven't. I haven't. I gotta go look into it now.
They just bouncing back and forth like, 4 bars.
It was the mirror challenge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw it, but I didn't have time. I wanted to sit with it. I gotta go listen to that today. That's what I want to listen to today. I did see that. I saw them post that. I figured it was gonna be dope though, because it looked like it was something that was,
so it was dope. It's a lot of good music. A lot of good music happening right now, and a lot of good music to come. Top of the year, and I'm looking forward to that. Everybody working right now, and that's all we can ask for.
Yeah. Yep. Shout out to also Oslo be on the Hot Boy album.
Yeah.
Oslo moving, bro. Oslo always got something in the can. That's why he always low key, and he pop out when it's time. Shout out to Jaffe too, bro. Jaffe, I saw Jaffe on the set of a music video last night. He had the big worm perm in his head. Big worm perm, yeah. Yeah. But Jaffe also another dope producer from the crib, putting in that work. That need to be shouting out, man. So like you said, a lot of dope individuals working, a lot of dope energy in the city, man. Shout out to everybody working. End of the year should be dope. Top of the year should be dope.
Mm-hmm.
So just shout out to everybody working, man. Another dope episode of Everything's Legit podcast, man. Appreciate you tapping in, bruh. Appreciate everybody that's tapping in with us on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in with us on SoundCloud. If you're watching this on YouTube, man, like, subscribe, share, comment. Appreciate everybody that be commenting right now, man. Everybody that be tapping in with us. We definitely appreciate the foundation that y'all helping us build, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in with us on a weekly basis. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at Everything's Legit Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at B_realwise. You can follow Pitt.
You can follow me at _King Pitt on IG.
Yeah. And also can find our audio on SoundCloud. Find our visuals on YouTube. Everything's Legit Podcast. So that's what you can find us, man. Next week, like we said, last episode of the year. Go do a little bit of this recapping. Also, too, should have a dope episode. We're gonna end the year off special. Because we're gonna start the year special. So hey man, we're gonna keep the energy going, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody that's tapping in with us, man, making everything happen. We got some stuff coming up for y'all, man. Another dope episode of Everything's Legit Podcast, my boy. Appreciate you tapping in, man.
You already know.
And until next time, my boy.
Hey, what it is, it's the Fortune Teller Classic, and you tuned in to Everything's Legit, for that legitimate shit only, with my player partners, Wise and Pitt on Rebels Radio. Tap in, nigga.
Be out, bro.
Like, what you thought? I was just sitting back not rapping, nigga? You think niggas ain't get better? Like, what you said? I want me a meal to see just how it feel. Ain't worried about no bills, negotiating deals.
Find me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch, everything legit.
I want me a meal to see just how it feel. Ain't worried about no bills, negotiating negotiating deals.
Buying me some shit, I'm stunning in this bitch. I'm stunning in this bitch. Everything legit.
Hey, I'm about biz. Money where my mouth is. Spliffy where my mouth is. Smelling like ounces, but